In my last video about the making of The Monster, a short film I'm trying to make this year, I talked through the process I used to create the color script. As production of this project continues, I am rapidly approaching territory I've never reached before. For instance, in this video, I will talk about doing the layout for each shot. Layout is when the backgrounds and the way they interact with the characters and the camera are planned. This was the first time I've ever done layout, so I learned a lot from working on this project. Mostly that I have a lot to learn for next time. The first thing I did was consult the shot list I created in an Excel sheet to see how many separate backgrounds I would need to create. Next, I compiled frames from each shot from the storyboard into a document for each necessary background. Then, I planned out the way these frames would work using the same background. I did this by sketching the background and the different views that would be seen in the film. On top of the sketch, I drew a rough perspective grid on a multiply layer. With all of this as reference, sketching the background was a tackleable task. For some of the backgrounds, I had to separate the background into different layers, those that would overlap the characters and those that would go behind them. The last step was to import the layout sketches into a file in Rough Animator, the program I will be using to animate. I decided to animate over sketches instead of finished backgrounds because I feel like that will make everything look less busy while I'm working. This step was a bit tricky because the animation program I have is not really made for dealing with backgrounds. Everything outside of the canvas is immediately deleted, so camera movement has to be done by copying and pasting an image, then guessing where to put it to give the right illusion of movement. There might be an easier way to do it with a different program, hopefully one I can afford, so I'll be exploring more options for different projects. But for now, I am satisfied. I was able to get the idea across with the tools that I have, and I was attempting something that I've never done before. With that in mind, I think I did okay. This is what the film looks like so far. All I have left to do now is some sound design and sound mixing, and I'll be ready to animate. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video or are interested in the process of making short animated films, please consider subscribing. I plan to have a video about creating the sound design for this film out soon. But in the meantime, you may be interested in my last video about this project. See you in the next video.